All right, welcome back to HFCTV. I'm Matt Ponter. Joined with me is Hereford manager Joshua Gowling. First question I've got to pitch to you, Josh, has the idea of playing at Wembley or managing at Wembley settled in yet?
I haven't. I know it sounds really weird, but I try not to think about it. To be honest, I think sometimes you can get caught up in the emotions of things, and you forget that we haven't actually won a game yet. So, no. Obviously, we won the final. It was a bit emotional with everyone. Semi-final, sorry. The Woking game, but to be honest, as soon as I got back in my office, I was thinking about planning for the next game. So and that's kind of the way I am, I suppose. So yeah, so no, it will sink in after the final.
Yeah, definitely. Going to that Woking game, what was the game plan going in, and did it work out in the end? Because the 1-0 win on paper looks brilliant. Hereford are at Wembley, but there were chances for more goals than that as well.
Yeah, I think if you saw the chance we created was the game plan. So we looked at Woking, we looked at what they were strong at, and what they were strong was putting balls forward and then getting their midfielders onto the second balls. But the other way, when we put balls in behind them, and then in that space where Toey and backs picked up some good areas, they weren't great in them areas. So we just felt we could counter them really well. And obviously, you see from the chance we created that we were on those counters with getting Toey in between and backs tucking inside and getting those things off. We just weren't clinical. I think that was the big thing. We knew looking at the set plays, we wanted to kind of nullify their strengths. And one of the big areas was back post. So a lot of their runs were back post. What we did was we got Joey Butlin to stand back post, and he just stood there all game. So it just stopped them rolling into those areas. So they weren't as effective from set plays as what they used to, what they've been used to. So yeah, I mean, we did a lot of work on them to make sure that we were kind of prepped and ready to go in the game. But no, it was a draw that we wanted, to be honest. We looked at all the draws and we thought, Woking at home, and then obviously Hornchurch, Notts County, and hopefully Notts County beat them. We'd get Notts County in a big final, but obviously it worked out. Hornchurch won, but that was kind of the tie we wanted. And me and Steve went and watched them quite a few times, watched them about 3 or 4 times. So we did a lot of homework on them. So we were ready for the game, and obviously it worked out.
Was that other tie on your mind at any point during the match, or was it pure focus on just beating Woking? Did you even consider the other game going on?
No, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the lads this year has been that they've been laser focused on the job at hand, which is obviously the Woking game and the games obviously before. So it was literally the game. To be honest, I didn't even know who had. And we got back in the changing room, we had a chat, and then the lads said it, it's gone to penalties. So that was the only time we then were thinking about it. But to be honest, it's better we play Hornchurch, because I think it will be a more competitive final. And why I say that is because Notts County are still playing regular. Mm-hmm. Whereas for us, we're not playing for 9 weeks. So, you go into a final against Notts County, who've been playing week in, week out, and we've not played a game for 9 weeks. Not saying it wouldn't be competitive, of course, because I think I'd back us to beat anyone, but the odds are really stacked against us there. And, I'd like to think, the last couple of games, odds have been stacked against us anyway. But I think this game now, it's about preparation now and who prepares the best going into the game. Because obviously they're not playing, we're not playing. So then it's just about the preparation, really.
Mm-hmm. The final 5 minutes or so of the game, I know as a spectator, many of them were watching with their heart on their sleeve going, come on, come on. From a management perspective, being on the bench alongside Steve and the rest of the players behind you, do you feel the same elations, the same emotions, or is it just calm face, focused on the final 5?
Yeah, I think we just focused on the final 5. I think earlier on in the season, we've probably been a bit more nervous because we were a bit up and down and we were a bit inconsistent. But now I think the lads have really kind of gelled. So I think we know what we're going to get, and I know the lads will give us everything. And you look at the Aldershot game when they've conceded right at the end, which I'm not going to talk about the lino again and the fourth official, but obviously they scored at the end. But even going into penalties, we were just calm, and I've got every faith in the lads. I think that's the big thing, and we've got confidence in each other now. But what we're about is work ethic, and we believe coming into the last parts of the game, we're going to come on strong, and fitness levels are going to take over, and we're going to be strong, organised, and yeah, I mean, there's going to be some hairy moments in the games, but I'd like to think at our level, we're probably one of the fittest teams at our level. So I know I don't have to worry about the lads the last 5 minutes that they're tired and they're going to switch off and make mistakes. So for us, we're just calm and we're confident. Because we can't get stuck in the emotion, because we've got to make sure the lads are doing the right things. And I think where if you get caught in the emotions a little bit, your decision making kind of goes out the window as well. So yeah, we're nice and calm.
So the celebrations after the game have been and gone. And what's the focus now for the next 9 weeks or so in terms of training? Is it work on what Hornchurch's weaknesses are and play against those? Is it find the strengths of the team as well?
So what we're going to do is we're going to frame it a bit different. So what we're going to do first and foremost is, because it's been an up and down season, we'll probably give the lads a period. We're obviously going to be in training, but we'll give the lads a period where it'll be downtime. So training will be more about fun and not concentrating on the game. We've already spoke about Wembley, and Wembley's, I've been there and played there, and it's twofold. So one, it's about the occasion, and then secondly, it's about the game. So first and foremost, we have to deal with the occasion. And once we've dealt with the occasion, that's going to be out the window, and we're just going to go into the game like it's any other game. So we'll probably go to the stadium a couple of weeks before just to have a look around so the lads can see it all, because the worst thing is turning up there when there's fans there in a massive stadium, like, what is this? So we'll get that out of the way, and then it's got to be focused going into the game. So when we turn up on the 22nd, we're not playing at Wembley anymore. We're just playing another game, trying to keep our unbeaten record going. So, but no, training. We'll have a couple of weeks, so the lads are going to get worked.
You talk about that downtime at the start of the, I say the 9 weeks or whatever. That must be really important to keep the team gelled together, because from my perspective, I've enjoyed watching them all season. They seem to know each other. They get along with each other off and on the field. So that must be really important.
Yeah, I mean, when we looked at recruitment, if you actually look at the lads that come in, they all knew someone in the dressing room. So we knew we didn't have a long time, because if you look at pre-season, we had about 90,000 trialists in, so which wasn't great. So the players that we knew we had to recruit had to kind of know someone in the dressing room. So when the team was built, just the back end of pre-season, they all knew each other anyway, so it was easy. But the team spirit's excellent. But I just think sometimes you can be too focused for too long, and then you get a burnout. So what we've decided to do is just for a couple of weeks, just relax, train, have some fun skill games in training, have a bit of banter, try and do some team bonding stuff. And then, in a week or 2 weeks, then we'll be kicking in again, focused minds on the game of the 22nd, and training properly and making sure we're getting those fitness levels up.
That's a fantastic way to end, Josh. Thank you for joining us on HFCTV, and I'm sure we'll be catching up with you again soon.
Brilliant.